we're barely in 70s for lows out there. In fact, we were 79 first thing this morning in Tampa. We have another weather impact alert. We're in one right now for that heat advisory that's in effect right now until 7 o'clock. It was from noon to 7. I went ahead and I did it again for tomorrow. We don't issue the heat advisories. Obviously, the National Weather Service does. But there's nothing really changing between what we saw today and what we're going to see tomorrow. So I think they're likely to issue another one for tomorrow. Notice coastal Pasco County and Hernando and Citrus, those are the only spots that don't have it. And you can see a couple spots, I'm sure, in Pinellas that don't get that hot. But the wind off the water is helping. It's just not a lot of wind. Okay, the water's 88 to 90 degrees, depends on the time of the day, but generally right around 90. The wind coming light out of the west will keep us a little bit cooler there along the coast. But 93 in Tampa, 94 in Riverview, 95 in Frostproof, Sebring 95. The problem is this, the feels like. And when that number gets over 108, it really makes it hard for your body to cool itself off. The sweating doesn't work as much, okay? And so that's why we have a weather impact alert or a heat advisory issued from the Weather Service, okay? And I think tomorrow's going to be similar. We might be a couple degrees lower in that feels like temperature tomorrow, but not by much. All right, now, the other side of this is we don't have a lot of rain. And in fact, the showers that we do have, you can see a couple out here, the tops of these are blowing off in almost the direction that the storms are going. Yesterday, the tops are coming back to the west, so we at least had some shade for folks that didn't even get rain. That's not the case today. So, and I don't expect much more rain as we go through the evening hours. I will say this is 7 o'clock. There are some storms up in Jacksonville and just south. Watch some of those try and come through Citrus and Hernando about 8:30, 9:30 tonight. Just one or two small showers exiting, that would be it. Otherwise, the rest of us stay dry. Tomorrow morning, we start sunny and dry. Kids getting into school, right? There you go, Thursday afternoon, few pop-up showers, not much at all. It looks a lot like today. Now, Friday has a slightly better chance for some rain. Look, the winds are a little bit more out of the east in the morning. This is 8 a.m. And then notice right there, pop-up showers and storms along the sea breeze. Then they work their way inland. And because of that, I think we will be slightly cooler for your Friday afternoon. Okay? So tonight, no rain, no cooling. Slowly down through the 80s. It's going to be a warm evening out there. Tomorrow, weather impact alert for that heat again, noon to 7, low to mid 90s. Will feel like 108. Expected rain chance goes up to about 30 to 40% on Friday, 30% on Saturday. Not much Sunday and into Monday. In fact, Monday and Tuesday look dry and really hot. Tropical storm Cristobal, way up there, moving to the east. We got to watch that one in red that's going to get towards the Caribbean, we think. This is just nothing really to look at. It's moving 21 miles per hour out to the east and will continue to move away, okay? If all the storms that we get could be like this out in the middle of the nowhere, that would be great. Now, this is Invest 92. It's this wave here. That one looks legit. That's not it, though. But this one, the modeling does want to try and take it into the Caribbean by Friday night into Saturday. But do you see all this color here? That is wind shear. So it might actually get to tropical storm status potentially between now and Friday night. But if it makes it into the Caribbean, it's likely to get blown apart and weaken because of all that wind shear. And a lot of that wind shear is due to El Nino. So it's working like it should, if that's the positive side of it. All right, 7-day forecast. There's our weather impact alert for tomorrow. Friday, 40% chance for showers and storms, especially around midday, St. Pete, Tampa, Sarasota. And then look at the heat this weekend. We'll probably end up with heat advisories for Saturday and Sunday with highs near 94 degrees.
Toasty out there.